I feel like I need to tell you guys this. There are going to be tons and tons of rumors and leaks coming out from between now and E3. There's going to be tons out there. People are going to get really excited and they're going to say all sorts of crazy things. Don't believe any of it. Like, it's just, no, don't believe it. You have to understand that most of these leaks and rumors are really just wish lists or predictions. People that want attention on the internet that want to fool you or trick you into thinking that they're real, and they're not. They're not real. If you see these giant lists out there in the comment sections or forums, they're fake. There are rumors out there that you should at least give some consideration, but unless you hear it from Nintendo themselves, it's not official. But that doesn't mean that there aren't any rumors out there that could be true. For example, Eurogamer, an accredited publication. They actually enter it to make money. They're an official business that have been around the industry for years. They have tons of actual connections with developers and PR people. They have actual industry insiders that they speak to. They sometimes make reports about things that have not been officially confirmed by said companies. For example, Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch. Eurogamer made a report about the Nintendo NX before the Nintendo Switch was revealed, and they've said in their report they said that it was going to be a hybrid system, was going to be a tablet-like device with detachable controllers, and sure enough, that report turned out to be entirely true. They have inside information. They have those connections. They get these reports out there, and when they report it, it's because they believe it's true. They're not trying. They're reporting on it because they want the clicks, but they're also reporting on it because they believe it to be real information. Okay, because they're getting it from actual industry sources, like actual developers and such, so they know about things. Sometimes it doesn't always come true because they're getting information about things that are still in development. Plans change throughout the process of development. For example, Pokemon Stars. Pokemon Stars was a project that was sort of to test out Pokemon Switch, and also a part of it sort of ended up being Ultra Sun and Moon, and that's it. But because Eurogamer reported about it before it was officially, announced by Pokemon, the plans change, and that's just the way it works. Companies don't announce things until they're ready to announce it, because plans change. It's still ongoing development. They may change what the product is, so that's a lot of the reason why you don't see things announced earlier on, because whatever they have in development is not going to be even close to the final product. Now, other rumors that you may at least want to consider are things, for example, that are from like Laura Kate Dale or Emily Rogers or Liam Robertson. These are people that aren't necessarily associated with any official company, but they have been blogging or posting or tweeting about different leaks or rumors for quite a while, and they've gotten almost all of their information right consistently. And if that's happening, then yeah, you should give it some thought, because if they're predicting things well in advance and they're getting it right consistently, it's because they have actual connections. Like, for example, Emily Rogers and Laura Kate Dale talked about Mario Rabbids, a game about Mario and Rabbids crossing over together, an RTS style kind of game with RPG elements, that it was going to come out in 2017. That's what they reported, and as it turned out, it was 100% true, and that's a crazy game that there's no way you could just predict it. So yeah, sometimes rumors do come true. But at the same time, there are tons of other rumors that are just posts on forums or 4chan or Reddit or whatever, and they're basically just giant wish lists. These are 99.999999999% of the time fake. You should not give these the time of day. They're not real. And let me explain why. One, because a lot of times people just like to hype these things up, and they just want to get involved with the whole hype leading up until E3 and just want to have some fun, so they pretend to be someone who actually has industry connections, and they put out a cool list. But it can't be real. That doesn't make any sense, and I'll explain why. One, there's no way an entire list of Nintendo's E3 has already been fully decided, because games are in development still. Their plans change. Nintendo themselves does not know which games will definitely be at E3 yet. Maybe some of them they do, but a lot of them they don't. So the list isn't finalized. Another thing, you're not going to be able to see every single thing that's out there. Like, for example, whenever you do get true rumors or leaks, it's just pieces of information from one part of the puzzle. But you don't know everything that everyone is working on. A lot of this stuff is secret. So a list that has everything? No, that's just not how it works. You might hear about one or two things that are in development from rumors, but that may be true, but you're not going to hear about everything. That's just not how it works. And they're all separate companies or development studios that are going to, if they are going to leak, they're going to be leaked from different places in the world at different times of the year. So an entire list, completely unrealistic, especially if it's coming out very early on. Another thing to take into consideration is that when they have these giant lists with all these super huge, really expensive, large budget AAA Nintendo games, there's no way you're going to get all of those at E3 because Nintendo focuses on basically most of the stuff that's coming out within the year of that E3. Just look at all of Nintendo's E3 presentations. You can go on YouTube and search Nintendo E3 2017 presentation, 2016 presentation, 2015 presentation, and you will see that pretty much every single game that was shown there either A, came out within that year or came out shortly after. That's it. They may have a couple sneak peeks, but most of the games that they're going to show off at E3 are going to be coming out in 2018 this year. And that's what you should expect, because that's what Nintendo basically has always done, barring a few things that where games got delayed repeatedly, like Breath of the Wild, but that was also from a Nintendo in a different era. Nintendo's a lot more consistent now. So yeah, guys, do not just believe everything you see out there. Now I'm going to go over a list just for example and sort of break it down for you guys and sort of tell you why this is just a complete sham and you shouldn't really consider it at all. So there was this leak that came out, I think from Reddit or something, I don't remember, but it leaked, right? And this person was saying he was some person that from last year who reported about a whole bunch of things that ended up coming true. So this person had some credibility. So here's the thing. That person was impersonating the person that said those true things from last year. So, obviously not real. So, that's just a whole other thing right there. You should definitely consider where someone's coming from. Really pay attention to their track record and consider if they can actually prove that track record or if they're just posing as someone else or what have you. So, definitely, there's tons of potential red flags out there. So, you have to be really careful about which sources of information you believe. My rule of thumb, don't believe it if it's on a forum page or comments. That's not official. There's no reason to do it there. They don't stand to benefit in any way aside from getting attention. So it doesn't really make sense. Now here's a list. Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon, Bayonetta 3, Pikmin 4, Skyward Sword HD, Mario Maker 2, Smash Bros., Luigi's Mansion 3, WarioWare, Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem, Yoshi, Mario Party 11, and a new Unknown P that's horror style from Retro Studios. Those are all really, really cool games, and I want all of them. And I do believe that a lot of those are definitely in development, but there's no way in hell that all of those games are going to be shown off at this year's E3. Nintendo's going to be focusing on what's coming out in this year and just have a couple sneak peeks for the future. That is it. That's how they have always, that's all they do. Just like I said, look at it yourselves. You can see Nintendo's different presentations. They don't show off all these different things. They always say that their E3s are focused on what's coming out in this year. And that many really cool big games, there's no way you can fit that in such a small time span. There's no way you're going to get Bayonetta 3, Smash Bros., and Pokemon in the same month. That's not going to happen. They'll ruin their sales. So that's why you can't believe lists like these. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. Some of these games could be shown off at E3. I mean, just to kind of give you guys my own soft predictions here, I definitely expect to see Yoshi and Fire Emblem because those games are already announced for 2018. Pokemon, Metroid Prime 4, and Bayonetta 3 all have decent chances at being shown off because they were already announced. They were announced last year, so they could be shown off this year. Maybe a couple of those come out this year. Maybe. That's not for sure, but maybe. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I expect. I think Animal Crossing and Smash Bros. Could be shown off because those are games that pretty much always come out early on in Nintendo systems life cycles, so you got to think that they're working on both of those franchises right now. We've heard some things about Smash Brothers. I'm if I had to make a guess, I would say definitely Smash Bros. Is going to be at E3. Animal Crossing, I haven't heard too much on, so I would like to see Animal Crossing. It still may come, but it's not guaranteed. So basically, that's it, guys. Like, if I had to say, like, Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem, Yoshi, Pokemon, Smash Bros., Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3, and Pikmin 4, because we've heard about that from Miyamoto years ago. Those are 8 games that could possibly be at E3, but not all of them. Maybe 4 of them, maybe 5 of them, not all of them. There's no way all of them will be at E3. You just gotta do the math. There's no way Nintendo can sell all of those games. Like, if they're gonna have a big game like that, it's probably gonna be one per month. There may be some situations where they'll have 2 games come out in a month, but they're going to be spread out by at 2 or 3 weeks, and one of those games is not going to be as big as, say, another. For example, we might see like a port of an old game or something released in the same month as, for example, I don't know, like Smash Brothers, which is also may also be kind of like a port. That's something we could see potentially, but you're not going to see 6 games released in 5 months. That doesn't happen. So yeah, guys, hopefully I shed some light on the situation. If you like this video, remember to like the video. If you have any questions about rumors or leaks, let me know in the comments below. If you have any predictions for E3, let me know in the comments below. Don't give me any leaks because they're not real. I know it's not real. You should know it's not real. Hopefully you don't. And if you don't, hopefully I can help to show you why it's not real. There is some information out there that could be true, but most of it isn't. Alright? So hopefully I help you guys understand that. And I'll see you guys all really soon. Bye.
Look at